Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. This is Sunshine Honeybees, and I am going to do day 2 of my scrap papers. So as you guys can see here, I have a bunch of pieces of paper that's scrap, stuff that was left over that I didn't use, little itty bitty pieces, and so on and so forth. So I have these papers, and what I'm going to do is actually show you guys how to create a canvas using your scrap. Now this is what I created yesterday. This is actually a 4x6, and all I added was the chipboard piece here with the word positive vibes and some bling, and also a skirt that I put on the bottom with some bling. So I'm going to actually show you guys how to quickly do this. I am on my lunch break, guys, so I figured I would show you. So the one thing you're going to need is some Mod Podge. Now, if you don't like glossy, you can use a matte finish. I'm just using this because this is what I have out. And then you're going to use some type of paintbrush, the soft sponge ones, or this one. I'm just using this. I always put scrap paper down, and then you have your canvas. I have a flat canvas again today. This one is bigger. As you can see, let me just show you in sizes. So this is the canvas that I'm going to be using, and this is the canvas that I used yesterday. Okay, let me actually turn on a little bit more light, guys, because I see here we have a shadow. So let's see if I can kind of fix that by having some more light. There you go. So you can kind of see it a little bit better. And again, welcome to those who are new to my channel, and thank you again for stopping by. So this is the smaller one, and this is the one that we'll be creating at this time. So the first thing you want to do is get you some Mod Podge, and you could pour it in a cup if you want. I tend to be a little just lazy about it, and so what I do is just quickly, I just pour a dab or two. You can put as much as you want on your brush to cover it, and then what you're going to do is just put some on your canvas. You know, go around the sides because you do want your paper to lay down good. Just make sure you go around it good. And then what you're going to do is get some of your paper. And I think I want to use this one first. So you can kind of rip it in however you want, depending upon on how big you want. And then what you're going to do is, this is my ripped paper. So what I'm going to do, oh God, I'm over here acting a fool. Y'all see this? Thank God I have some plain paper here covering up my little thingamajig here, because then I would have been mad. That's what you get when you be trying to rush to do something. Don't follow that part of me. Take your time, people. Take your time. But what you want to do is actually put some Mod Podge on the back of what you are working on. And then, I'm just going to smooth that out. You're going to place your paper wherever you want it. I'm going to actually put mine right here in this first corner here, and you put it down a little bit, as you see here. And normally, guys, I put gloves on because I just don't like my hands to have all that stickiness. But, and then all you do is smooth over your Mod Podge over your paper. And like I said, kind of make sure you get your edges, because you do want your edges to be laid down. So kind of pat that down. Okay, so let me stay in frame here. So as I see, I'm just Mod Podging right over my paper, and definitely around the edges. Okay, so it should look like that. You'll see like it look a little milky, guys. So as you see how it's glossy, right? So now that I have that done, now I want to go for my next piece. So then you decide what piece you want to put. So I think I want to go with this piece because I think it's kind of nice, and actually it'll probably fit all the way across. So again, since I have some spillage here, I'm just going to Mod Podge the paper. And I'm pretty sure all of you veterans know how to do this. These are basically for people who haven't really tried Mod Podge, or have all of these scraps and you want to actually do something with them, because I was actually going to throw mine in the garbage just because I had so much of it. But then I said, nah, this is money that I've spent and used, so why not really use it. Okay? So now, again, I'm going to take some more Mod Podge, and I'm just going to pick up off my paper. And you want to have your paper down as much as you can, and then you're going to Mod Podge right over that again. Just Mod Podge over it. Make sure you get your edges. And the reason why I say get your edges is because you want your edges to be nice as far as your paper is concerned. And you just keep brushing it, you know, so this way everything gets covered. And clean up your edges. Okay, so you see it looks milky, but it will dry nicely. Okay, so far that's my second piece that I've added. Now let's see what else I want to add. So I guess for me, I guess I can add this piece. I mean, I could do a brown to gold. That's just to give it definitely some contrast here. You know what? Let's go with that. So you can rip your papers any kind of way you want. It does not have to be, you know, it does not have to be identical. You know, you can make it as big or as small as you like. So I do use my wastage here. And so what I think I'm going to do is actually go in this direction and layer this right on top. And I'll move it so you guys can see a little more. I'm just going to lay it right on top of here. As you see, I already have some Mod Podge that's left over from the bottom. There you go. And all I'm going to do is dab this one here. Like I said, you always want to make sure that you get your edges because those are what's important. So, you know, as you see here, I'm put just a little bit more. And I'm just going to Mod Podge this down and do my edges and clean them up. I'm probably using like wax paper so it's better, so it doesn't actually stick. Okay, so then I could go with a darker piece, but I might save that. Let me see. What y'all guys think? Let's see. Let me move this over. I'm truly making a fast mess over here, guys. So should I go with that? No, let's do this. And we know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn this over. And I'm going to just rip this. You see how I just ripped a piece? Because, you know, you got big pieces, little pieces. So you work with what you got. And like I said, you can make your size as big or as little as you would like. So now since I use this, I'm going to reverse it. And I'm going to use the opposite side that I was going to use first. And again, I'm going to lay this down. And I'm going to bring this to the corner. And it's kind of like going to overlap. You see? So then, again, you're just going to overlap your Mod Podge, smooth it out. Add a little more if you need to. And then all you're going to do is just continue to Mod Podge. Just like I said, clean up the sides. Now, there's two spots here. I can choose to leave it, or I can just get something else and fill it in. So what I think I'm going to do is rip a little piece of this polka dot. And let me see. And I can kind of brand it right into that area, you guys see. Okay? So you're going to add a little more Mod Podge to your brush. I'm gonna brush this on. And I think I'm gonna go right here with this piece. And again, you just Mod Podge this down, clean up your areas. And then whatever you have overlaying, you can either peel to the back if you like, or you can just cut it off. Okay, so I'm gonna Mod Podge that on, brush it out as much as I can. And if you want, you can just bend this down. You see how I just bent that piece down? And then once you get this done and you get it to your liking, all you have to do is let this dry down. So let it dry down until you see it's just a simple gloss. And then wherever you think you need some more gloss, you can kind of redo it or touch it up if you like. And like that. So then what I wanted to do was use this piece that I found. It's like a little book piece. So what I'm going to do is just cut this. And I think that will just be awesome. Then I can make it just flat, which I think I'll do because I want to mail these out. So I want to kind of keep things on a flat base. And then just what you do after that is just add different elements to it if you like or you don't like. So I'm going to probably add some flowers and butterflies on here because of the butterfly that's already on here. And just to give it some extra stuff on here. So again, you just cover up your back. And the reason why you cover up the back is so this way everything will kind of lay down and stick together. And you see how this will just flow right in here in the center. And one thing, it gives you a little bit of room to kind of move it around if you don't like the space that it's already in. And you don't have to Mod Podge this part if you want. You could just hold it down for a few minutes so that all of the area sticks down nice. But for me, I'm just going to do a little bit of the edges of it. So you can kind of use your brush and just do the edges. You don't have to do the whole thing if you don't want. I'm just going to clean my paper here. So if it gets on there, good. So basically, you just about completed your whole element here. And look how they're just using different pages and different things. Now you could go more because you don't really understand the words. You could just add butterflies to it, or you can add more words and make it, you know, a little bit more indent. So let's see, because I do have some black and white words. So let me follow up. Give me a minute, guys. So since I have like a Tim Holtz book, and these words you can get them, they're like $5.99 for these books here from Tim Holtz. And they have like a lot of different positive words and things like that. So you could put something like, let me see what I have left, because I have a whole lot of left. You could put, since the way this look, you can actually add journey, right? You can put peace. And you just can kind of make your words make sense. You know, since this kind of looks, so you want people to go on a journey, but you also want people to have more peace. You want people to have memories. So let's just add that there. And then let's see. What else I have? That's good. I think I'm gonna use up all of my good words. Let me see. You can have steps, journey, peace, and memories. And then you can have let's throw down here. Wishes. Wishes within. So look how nice that's coming out. And I'm not going to Mod Podge the words. I'm just going to leave them popped up like this. And they're more plain. So like that. So now with that, let's see if we can find some butterflies or some flowers to kind of go on there, which would give it some other type of elements. And that should be it. So we got some butterflies. So actually, look how cute. I found some leftover butterflies. You see? Use all your stuff. And it actually have to be the color. You see how pretty that is? So, since this is not as sticky as I need it to be, let's add a little Mod Podge to it. Because that should kind of let it stick too. So, just on the wings, you can throw a little something. Because this has like a material behind it. Can you see? So, let's see. See how you just add different elements? So I have another one that has like a little bit of blue, but it also looks a little green. So let's go with that as well. That's, I done broke it, but I'll put it together. So let's put some more Mod Podge on the back of my brush here. Here's the butterfly wings. And then, since I kind of broke it, let me add it back. So I'm just going to add some of this. And add that back right there. So you see how simple that is? Almost look like a little book, right? But you know, my sister always says, oh, you need to add some bling, some bling. So let's see if we got some bling, guys. That will, you know what? I'm going to go with these because they actually have like such a, look how pretty these are. Like a shimmering metallic type of color. So you know what? Take that. And boom. Right? So it don't have to be a whole lot. It can just be a little bit. So you just like, you know, you can use bling, you can use ribbon, whatever you like. So let's see. I just want to add a little bit here from the tail. And just come around the curve of this here. Boom. And since we have a little bit more, so let's just get some more of this bling. And we'll just continue on around this curve here. I mean, it's just, you just use whatever other products you want to use just to give your, you know, your project something nice and make it, you know, how you like. Because this is like you just paper piecing your stuff. So this is what the outcome is for this, guys. Now, this is basically using your scrap paper, using some Mod Podge, and a few other extra elements. So, guys, I hope you like this tutorial here. And thank you for watching. And this is as simple as 1, 2, 3. So, let me see what y'all guys are making with these scraps. So, don't forget my hashtag. And please make sure y'all guys join me and let me see what you guys are creating and making. And if you didn't check out my first one, it is called Bees Makes Scrap Honey. So that will be the hashtag. So this is scrap number 2. Love you guys. Thank you for watching.